Hi, this is Beekeeper Gary at Cherry City Honey Farms. Hey, today I'm completing my series that I've been making this summer on Made in USA honey. And this is my final part of the series. But so just to review, I mentioned in previous videos that in the US, we produce only about a fourth of the honey that we need, and 3/4 of the honey that we use in the country is imported from foreign countries. And of the 25% of the honey that we make, it's made by really 60% of our beekeepers, this small group of commercial beekeepers. And when we're talking about the honey business, this is big business. We're talking about a business that generates $5 to $6 billion a year. And this has caused the import or the dumping of cheap foreign honey on U.S. markets. Most of this honey comes from China, and this honey is subsidized by the Chinese government. And this has caused honey prices to really drop. And so the honey, it's actually snuck into the United States. They use a process where the honey's adulterated. And what that means is they remove the pollen from the honey, so the FDA can't really tell where the honey came from. Bottom line is, this causes the honey prices to really drop. This honey's being dumped on the US market, and it really hurts our American beekeepers. Our American beekeepers have a lot of additional expenses. These are the folks that you see with crews of workers going around the United States and pollinating our large crops, and they rely on selling their honey for a fair price to make their profit. I also want to mention a lot of this honey that comes in from other countries, we really don't know what's in it. The USDA says that antibiotics that's outlawed in the United States has been found in some of this honey, as well as heavy metals. And so the bottom line is the commercial beekeepers are having a tough time because of the prices dropping on honey. And honeybees are critical. I mean, if you can imagine the taste of fresh peaches and fresh apples and grapes and cherries, all those fruits require honeybees, as well as our berries, fresh raspberries and blueberries, as well as all the different vegetables. These require honeybees, so we need commercial beekeepers, to keep that bee population stable and to make sure that we have a stable food supply. Now, as consumers, what I would ask you is, when you buy your honey, don't buy it in the grocery store. A lot of that honey is imported. You're often getting honey that's been adulterated, and possibly you're just buying a bottle of sugar. What I recommend is to buy your honey locally. Buy it from a local beekeeper. We all know people that live around or within our communities, or we see them at farm markets. Get to know those folks. Buy your honey from your local beekeeper. It should be raw honey. Put that beekeeper right on your grocery list. When you need honey, buy it from the beekeeper. Bees and honey, it's one of our greatest resources. And what I'll tell you is, stay with that honey that's made in the United States. Honey made in the USA. This is Beekeeper Gary. Till next time.